Hey all, we are talking about life by design in this video. And your life by design is basically having everything it is that you want happening in your life on a day-to-day basis. So it's not just I go on a holiday once in a while, it's actually really designing your life and how you want to live it and deciding what's important to you. So doing something as little as listing out what your values are. Is it spending time with family? Is it, being healthy? Is it, whatever it is, whatever activities you love doing, writing it all out and then intending to do more of that in your life. And just remember, your thoughts become your feelings, which become your actions, which becomes the results that you have in your whole life. Like you are where you are as a result initially from a thought that you've had in your life. So really working on that mindset and changing your beliefs about what you actually deserve in this life, and start showing up differently. Start showing up, if you've ever heard of the be do have, who do I need to be in order to do the things that I want to do and have the things that I want to have. So if you want a certain lifestyle, if you want to be a certain someone, you have to start showing up as that now to get there, because you're not going to get there if you don't start showing up that way. So it's a good idea just to list out all your values and everything that's important to you, so you can start moving towards that and working out, what do I need to change in my life so I can move towards that. So, it's about living in alignment with your purpose, and whatever that might look like for you is going to be totally different to the next person. And as well, reassess like on a yearly basis. I love, the end of the year where you can reassess and decide what your purpose is, what your goals are, what you enjoy doing, how you're going to show up more in this life. It's a beautiful journey and you can come into alignment doing that. So the opposite of living life by design is living your life by default. So in the passenger seat of your life, basically. So, and thinking, why is this always happening to me? So basically, you're in charge of your life. If you don't like what's happening in it, you actually have the power to change it. You actually really do. So you're a walking, talking miracle, basically, and you have certain gifts and you have certain passions, and you'll feel it if you're not aligning with those on a day-to-day basis. So your soul knows, basically. So spend some time really defining what it is that your purpose is and what you enjoy doing and what you want to show up as. It could be as little things like, for me, it was like I've always wanted to learn the guitar. Just always wanted to learn it. And I'm probably the busiest I've ever been now, but I'm like, do you know what? I'm going to pick up a guitar. First step, buy a guitar, done. Next step, get lessons. So I just really decided that when is going to be the right time. So start living with purpose. And there are people that you don't even know yet that haven't come into your life that are counting on you to serve them in whatever it is that you've got as your special gifts. And this will be different from your family, from your friends. Everyone is totally different. But you really need to look inward and you need to spend some time journaling. Like, I find that is the best way for me to do it, and spending some quiet time. I've spoken to so many people that are hugely successful in business and in life and all the things. And a big thing that they have in common is that they put aside white space in their calendar. Their calendars aren't chock-a-block full. Yeah, they've got a lot of stuff happening in there, but they've also scheduled in white space time. And in that time, they do whatever they want to do, like meditate or yoga or going for a walk or whatever it is. It's their me time. And that white space will just allow you to really collect your thoughts, really help your mindset. Like, be really careful about what you're telling yourself each and every day, because your alter ego that is sitting in here, he just wants to keep us safe, or he or she, whoever, whatever you want to call it, they just want to keep us safe. So if we're going into a situation that is overwhelming for us, or is a little out of our comfort zone and things like that, it's really easy for that alter ego voice in our mind to just go, do you know what? here's an excuse, here's another excuse, here's another excuse, here's another excuse. And that's what happens constantly. It's our ego speaking to us. So a way around that is, hi, ego, thanks for that thought. You know, I have decided to have a different thought because I know that that thought is actually going to bring me closer to my dreams and my goals. But thank you. And I learned that one from Kerwin Ray. That's a really awesome one. And that's really helped me just in the last couple of weeks, actually. But really just getting to know that you've got a voice that's switched on in your head. It's about calming that voice down. Stop criticizing yourself. You're amazing, and you need to keep reminding yourself of that. And you know, and start actually following through with commitments that you make to yourself, because when you start doing that, that is when you start really nurturing who you're supposed to be, and you start just showing respect for yourself. It's those appointments that you keep, and if you keep letting yourself down and just going, well, I didn't do that again, I didn't do that again, and I didn't show up for my white space time, and all of those sorts of things, you start to just really convince yourself that you're just not cut out for this, that you're just not committed. So, you know, personal development is a big one. So any personal development that you can do is always going to move you forward. We can only go as far as our personal development has led us. And to learn a new thing or to move forward, we need to learn something new, basically. So personal development should be something that is at the forefront of your mind, no matter what that is. And it could be a course, but it could just be following someone on Instagram because you want to learn more about a certain thing. So, you know, get re-inspired, get on board, if that's a word, and reconnected with things, and you'll find that some certain things light you up and you'll start gravitating that way, maybe perhaps where your passions are and where you're supposed to be. So you'll get out of your rut. And you'll push through to momentum, which is really exciting. So what causes you to stay in a rut is your habits, which is what this course is about. And people will also will keep you in a rut. So bad habits, don't get caught up in change my whole life. You know, I've got to change all the habits all at once, because that is going to bring you a lot of overwhelm, and then you'll probably do nothing. Take one little thing. Think about a little win that you've already had doing this course, whether it's like a better decision you've made with your nutrition that day. You know, all of the little habits that you have make up exactly your day, which makes up exactly your week, your year, your life. So your habits are everything. So what else? People crave safety and security in the known as well. So just know that you're not alone when you're feeling a little uncomfortable and overwhelmed that you're going to change a habit. You crave safety, and your alter ego tells you to stay safe. So just know that if you're feeling overwhelmed and you're feeling a little bit uncomfortable about it, it's because it's a good thing. It's pushing you to the next level, to where you want to be. So living your life by your actions, not your words, as I said as well. So not saying that you'll do something and doing something else, or not doing anything at all. So living by your actions, and, you know, make a decision. The first thing is make a decision. Decide. I am getting out of this rut. I am going to change this habit. I am going to do it. Because you need to actually just make that decision. It was like me with my nutrition, with getting my gut healthy. I was like, do you know what? I'm doing it. I've made the decision. It's happening. I'm going to change my life by doing this. Like, you think about all the things that it's going to bring you when you actually do it, and that will push you further to do it and stay motivated. So I'm getting out of my rut. I'm getting ready to live with purpose. Make that decision. That's the first one. And then the second thing is take action. So, you know, if you're going on a diet, don't bring the wine home. Or if you're saying to yourself, I'm going to fix my gut and I'm on this protocol or whatever, don't bring the chocolate home. Make things a little bit easier for yourself. Don't binge watch TV if it's health that you're trying to change. And then use that momentum, because you do get to a point where you're like, my God, I'm starting to feel really good, you know, and it doesn't happen straight away. And you're like, I'm starting to feel really good about these choices. I'm starting to feel empowered with the little bit of knowledge that I've gained and the different choices that I can make. And you'll get momentum from there and build healthier habits. There will be moments where you backslide, so just know that, and that is okay, because the habits that you have, you know, if they make up, if good ones are making up like 90% of your life, how much are good habits making up your life right now? Probably not a lot, if you were craving this course. So there will be moments when you backslide, and that is okay. Don't think because you've backslid, oh, well, I've done it then, so I may as well just binge eat for the whole weekend now. No. Habits run really deep, and we have a massive resistance to change them. So just know that, you know, if you have a backslide, don't let it discourage you. It is actually going to happen. So already know that a backslide's going to happen, but that's okay. Then use the momentum to move forward. Give yourself grace. It doesn't happen overnight. Okay, guys. Patience and just consistency in your actions will get you out of your rut. So, a little bit of homework. I'd love you guys to, in the comments below, write down 1 to 3 unhelpful habits that are keeping you in a rut right now. Just 1 to 3 unhelpful ones. So, you know, things that are just keeping you in that routine that you know isn't really serving you right. It could be as little as your phone habits, or a big one is your phone habits. It could be as like your morning routine, your night routine, something that you're doing in your life that you're like, that really isn't serving me well. Then I'd love you to pick one, just one, and then try to commit, don't try, to changing that one habit over the course of this challenge. So the world needs you out of your rut, guys. Needs you out of your rut, because when that's going to happen, you'll be able to serve more people and you'll show up in the world. So, you know, it could be, an example might be not exercising if you feel like your body needs it. And I know that I got caught up at one stage going to the chiro all the time because I just wasn't listening to my body. I needed to stretch when I got up in the mornings. So now that's part of my healthy habit routine. I stretch, I meditate, I just have that time. I journal if I need to. So it could be that you're not exercising and your back is suffering. It could be that you're doing too much at once, like you're not, your tasks are split everywhere, and because of that, you're not focusing your attention and giving your attention on one thing and following that through, finishing and moving on to the next. Could be, that you're a multitasker. It could be that you're checking your phone too much. It could be around your eating habits. It could be some routines that you've got in your life. Whatever it is, write down 3 and pick one that you're really going to commit to change. And I'd love you guys, if you feel confident enough to share, I would love you guys to share. It's a safe space. So one for me was the exercising thing. It wasn't more, I'm doing a little bit of yoga in the morning too now, and geez, my back's better. And that's just, your back affects your whole life and how you show up in the world. So I feel so much better now, but that's just one example for me. And you know, whatever it is for you, it's going to look different than the next person. But write down 1 to 3. You can write down a whole list if you want to, but write down 1 to 3, and then I want you to pick one that you're going to commit to right now that you're going to change. So I hope this has helped. I would love to hear all your thoughts and feedback on this video. Bye.